maybe keep their offlane tower like as fast as they can, but I don't know. The nerf to living armor, it's a 30-second cooldown now. 32 at level 1. It still might go down, but it just depends. So is this like a, do they run Earthshaker offlane solo, or how do they run this for VP?
For VP? Well, yeah. If I was VP, this would be a roaming ES Shadow Shaman, but starting on the safe lane. They could try and go aggro with this, and we have seen VP switch between it. It kind of depends if they feel like they can force the issue on the safe lane. Going up against a Centaur, they'll want to force the issue on the safe lane. They know they can burn through Centaur's consumables, so I know with the Tree and Protector, he'll be able to survive a lot longer, but still, I'm not feeling the magic down there. VP, I think they're going to run a safe lane, Jakiro, but Shadow Shaman and Earthshaker roaming, but starting on the bottom lane, try and zone out the Centaur. They'll look to gank up the middle lane, and the last two heroes which you're going to be getting right now, a Doombringer. Okay, I might be taking it back right now. We may have a Doombringer versus a Centaur, and they may try aggro tri-lane. I'm just not a massive fan of it with the Shadow Shaman. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of going aggro with Shadow Shaman, but if you have maybe a Jakiro and a Fissure, it could be enough because those heroes are really tanky and hard to bring down. And they also got another tanky hero now with Doom. So Empire is gonna need some really good Centaur blinks, and they can't get.
10 seconds remaining.
They might get like their towers might get pressured really early on, and I don't know how they're gonna stop them right now. They need something. What would be good here? I mean, Puck could be. Oh, okay, that's what I like to see. An Ember Spirit. It's not great when you get doomed, but if you can still go in there with the Flame Guard and do as much damage, then hopefully they'll be able to keep their towers early on here.
Does the doom damage doesn't go through Flame Guard, right?
No, it doesn't. It eventually, if it'll tick it down to. It'll probably. How much does it do? I'm not exactly sure how much it does. 30 damage per. So
I'll let you do the math.
It's too much math right now, but it should take it off eventually after it all. But it doesn't do any damage through it though.
Yeah, which means if you are capable of getting that Flame Guard off, you could be that man to tank up the Doom. Like considering, like,
and you got Tree Armor and Leech Seed.
Yeah, you should be able to survive through the Doom. So the Doom just turns into a control mechanism.
Team Empire's turn.
Yeah, you don't want the Ember Spirit just going rampant during these fights. So, what do VP want?
One
I'm
thing
so
we
confused.
didn't actually flag, and the last ban from VP kind of makes me just want to make a reference to this before we get into the full game. A Templar Assassin ban.
10 seconds.
You'll notice who is back currently playing for Team Empire.
5 seconds.
Oh yeah, Scandal.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good at TA.
Yeah, it's a signature hero, but the fact like he was ex-Team Empire, and now with the removal of VanScore, we also have to bring in the fact that well, the lanes might be switching themselves around. I assume Solo and Always Wanna Fly will continue to be the supports in this one, but Scandal's mid-solo is definitely nothing to be shrugged at.
Right. Oh no. This is the death push. Can Team Empire hold on? Alright. I'm trying to figure out their last hero. They need a carry, but that can really fight maybe early on against this team. And they're not going to be taking any towers right now for Team Empire. That's what I'm worried about the most.
I think for this lineup though, Team Empire are just trying to hold on to their towers more than anything else.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, just survive the initial wave, let this game go a little bit later, and then let the Ember Spirit do some work, but in order to do that, okay, no, that gives you
there we go. Finally.
Also gives him good counter push, but something Cap was also talking about last night, when we were casting these boys, is the fact the Virtus Pro lineup normally doesn't care about creep waves. Like, it doesn't matter like if you have a Nature's Prophet and you have a full army of treants there, because like heroes like Pugna as well as Jakiro are being combined together, and they just directly attack the tower. They don't care what's around it. So you can have 5 million heroes there, but your damage is still going to come out. And that's something which Scandal can at least do, but you got a little bit from each of the teams.
Prepare for
and
battle.
It is going to be an aggro movement to top lane, but if they're going to stay up here, that's a bigger question.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't think VP can go aggro. If they go aggro, I think they'll lose. It just depends on what the Ember is. If Ember's top, then I think VP. He is.
Silence playing Ember is 100% top lane. They're going to put Scandal into the mid lane as the Pugna.
Oh, well, this will be interesting. If he can get like maybe level 3, I think their tri-lane's stronger, but I don't know. Do they have boots on any of these heroes? It's Clash?
We have no boots on the Empire heroes. And there's only boots over on the Doombringer by the looks of it, as far as VP goes. Man, look at Silent. The confidence of a position, just to watch every single movement. They want to see where the warding is coming down. Because BZZ wants to be very over-aggressive. You notice too, I'm seeing more and more teams planting this ward, actually opting to do that as opposed to blocking up the camp. Why do you think that is?
They want to see if they... Well, when they want to see when they pull this camp up to here, and so you can go down in the river, or you can play more aggressive for that pull through, so you can steal the EXP, or you can go check runes easier. So it's basically more for that. Okay.
Just to let people know too, if you are one of those wonderful subscribers in the chat, of course, release your potatoes. But of course, we will be giving away a couple of Dota 2 rares. I say a couple, 5 in total. Ryan's going to be the man doing the giveaways for subscribers only during game number 2. So if you want to, you got time, a game and a half or so, to get yourself
middle
set up.
lane.
Yeah, middle lane with the Jot and Fissure. This is going to be the first blood right now. A bit of a body block. He's another Crypt Swarm Scandal. 1 attack is all that's required. He's got 7 tangos. It's 310 versus 320, but he stopped the Munch and a tango, which means the Earthshaker is able to catch up to him, and that's a level 2 Earthshaker.
Sadoy's in trouble too. Sadoy is going to get leech seeded. Yep, he's going to get leech seeded. He should be going down here.
He's on the tower, but the Fissure's going to be there, man. He didn't go for the Scorched Earth to start with. Silent drops out very low. What are you doing, Fly? He had to walk around the fissure.
Yeah, and he got creep blocked.
I think he's dead. It's actually dead from the tower. It's actually dead from the tower with the creep block as well.
ES level 3 at 1 minute in. Oh my.
Then you can go to the bottom lane too. BZZ is completely zoning out Mag, and this is like where you want to see the Living Armor come in to help him out. But you got an Earthshaker who's level 3 roaming around, and you got a Treant Protector who's stuck at half a level.
Man, I've never seen a level 3 Earthshaker now. If he gets another block and kill here, this will be...
It's gonna
Do they have boots?
It's going to be disastrous for Empire. Scandal's not at boots. And John with the smoke movement means he's able to get this Fissure off, and he knows it. Scandal, sorry man, you're locked in again. There's a Crypt Swarm off cooldown in 2 seconds time. But Cryptify's just trying to slow down God so he can't reach him, but he goes for the attack, and the Crypt Swarm!
He had to do that though.
Yeah, the Crypt Swarm enough wouldn't have been enough damage. And then again, with that range Crypt that followed him down, that would have been enough to tick him out.
Yep. It was pretty close. They did their best, and well, 2-minute rune spawns bottom. Invis for Centaur. I mean, he's doing really good in the offlane because it's only a Rasta and Jakiro, so. Hey, they might go on G here.
Yeah, Max making the choice. Like, well, if you guys want to gank up middle lane with your rotating guys, we're going to move up there too. So, Mag, okay, is he... I don't know if he knows if there's a sentry ward here or not. He's got more help also coming down. That's going to be Solo coming in as the Skywrath Mage. So Mag's got to get the Hoof Stomp off. The Concussive Shot's going to be in range, and then they can orb damage. The Hoof Stomp to start with. Concussive Shot will be in range. God, there's Tremorfly with the Blast and the Double Edge. But Mag, another time when Jotum gets Mag caught on the wrong side of the Fissure. And Mag, what's he doing? He's waiting for the Fissure to... He's a proper roaming Earthshaker. The hilarious thing is, too, he's running it like he would his Mirana. Because this is exactly what he does with his Mirana, except the Fissure's being a lot more effective. And he's pretty damn effective with those arrows of Mirana.
Yeah, we didn't mention this, but they did the smart thing for Empire at the top lane. They blocked blocked Sidoy's hard camp here, so he couldn't eat a creep, so he's basically going to be hurting just for a little bit more. That should be unblocked at like 4 or 5 minutes. They're going on him now? No.
He walked up to pick up his Tranquil Boots, and the second he finishes those, I think they realize that without a full 3 heroes on this top lane, they can't get the kills. Should also fly to the fact that BZZ is running this bottom lane, Jakiro, and I want to see just how effective this Living Armor is going to be. because what made me very like apprehensive about it all, that when I first saw Tree Protect getting picked up, like Tree was the way to repair your towers, but Liquid Fire was actually brought in as a support hero at Jakiro to try and burn through that living armor, which was stalling up most of the games. Oh wow, Cedo didn't pick up the regen rune, just got denied by Solo. Didn't really matter much, but
I think Jakiro's like one of the best for sure against Tree. Even on heroes, on towers as well.
Yeah. It's the tick out, it just burns through the armor. So you don't get the regeneration and you don't get the protection. That's what I'm understanding it. Yeah, Cedo's in trouble again.
It was nice to know you, buddy.
He's already triggered his Scorched Earth, but even that regeneration is not going to help him. Solo's still taking a lot of damage. Got to switch to the aggro of this tower. The living armor will protect him a little bit more. And we're noticing Mag waiting for an opportunity to jump here. And, well, return damage to start with. And God just wants to come up to check for something. With the hoof stomp as well, Scandal's coming in, but the Vici from Jottam, and now Scandal's in too close. He got the Crib Swarm and a Vici with the basic attack to the face. But with all this Centaur rotating, BZZ, they're still free farming a Jakiro. And BZZ goes for a controlled Jakiro. Like, he goes for these, like, Yule Scepter style builds on Jakiro and just, like, nails whoever he can find.
Who's gonna get the mech then? Is it Sidoi? Is he gonna get that this game?
In this game? I think it should be him, yes.
It'll be... I don't know.
It doesn't have to be the Krob. Like, God should just continue to also go for his own Yule Scepter and, like, into Rodavaui.
Dire's bottom tower has
But they can make the choice anyway. Like, if Yol's able to also find a couple of kills, maybe even he can buy it. I saw that earlier today with the Shadow Shaman mech. That was an interesting game. But it's the fact that you're taking so many early towers. Oh, Mag. Yol, he actually backed up. He could have gone for the Shackles into Hex with Shock and with Liquid Fire as well. That burned through Mag's life points pretty quickly because he has no consumables.
Yeah, the one bad thing in this game though, Jottam got level 3.
They're going again. There's your right spot. So here's the Shackles and BZZ, he has level 6. So the Macro Player just burns through the life points of that Centaur, and then instantly back to applying Liquid Fire onto the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, they had no other heroes to actually come and help, and they still don't. Now they're finally rotating over, but I don't think
Solar doesn't help anymore. Like, it's the ice path which sets up for the Shaman to walk
mid lane. Scandal. No.
Fissure from Jottam slows down Scandal. God, he actually triggers the illusion rune. And now can dive onto the tower because he has this. He's got one Crib Swarm off cooldown. Look at his build though. He went for 2 points up in the Crib Swarm and 3 points up in Witchcraft. So his Crib Swarm, he knows doesn't do enough damage. He needs at least one more basic attack and then it's the Crib Swarm to kill off Scandal. Worked it beautifully. And now always gonna fly. Well, I don't know if he can really get part of this one. Cedoy is again in trouble, but his Frost Armor is protecting him up against Solo, who's now going through Orb Attack damage out. The Crib Swarm Solo makes the right choice to move back. And the Fissure, well, that's actually going to keep Solo out of this fight and keep VP from chasing Empire up into their tier 1. But it looks like God's been given a call to come to bottom lane. They're actually going to just Liquid Fire and Exorcism the tower.
Yeah, there's no way this is going to survive. They don't even have Centaur level 6, so... I mean, Mag can't even do anything when he comes down here either. They're just too level dependent on these heroes right now, and they're just, you know,
they found John
right now.
This is a 2-kill streak they're going to take off him with the orb, but the Centaur's going to steal the kill. But they're killing off an Earthshaker, and that was something to celebrate.
Yeah. Cedoy could be in trouble top. No, he's not. It just depends. He's got a magic stick.
He's got 3 stick charges so he can get his, at least his level 3 Scorched Earth off. It should be okay. No.
Yeah.
The major thing I'm worried about is the fact that Empire drafted like this. Like, Scandal's going to come up here and they're going to finish the tower off. Tacoma Fire and Blast, the Drain as well. The main focus is the Tower Force Silent. He committed a lot of spirits to that. Cedoy's got Doom up and running. The Vision now actually being thrown out by Jonathan Silent. He's in a little bit too deep. Yol getting double-edged down by Mag. So Emperor able to get some revenge kills with Silent. The Doom's coming off cooldown in a moment. The Flame Gun's already been burnt through. And now BZZ, oh, he got sealed. He tried to go for the Ice Mask. Now Mass Spirits come in into a Searing Chain with a Hoof Stomp double edge. It's going to be a double kill for Mag. And the Orb attack damage is going to be pushing Cedoy back. He's got 10 stick charges still. But Empire can't, well actually, no, Empire can't force the tower. Scandal's out of mana.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower is
Well,
under
Jakiro
attack.
got his mech flown out during that fight, but it still wasn't enough to keep him alive. The silence just
Dire's
amplifying
middle
damage too much from
tower is
solo.
under
I was
attack.
praising Jotum at the early, but like he just got level 4. He's been level 3 for 7 minutes and he hasn't done really anything with it. So, I mean, it's nice that he got the early rotations and helped out, but since then it's not been helping. They've been trying to get Ross to level 6. Seems to be their main focus, but it's just not working out right now for the Earthshaker. But he'll catch up. He's got his mana boots right now, so that's all he needs. Now he can spam out more.
Yeah.
And
Jotum's a sacrificial lamb. It's great that he gets himself like a couple of kills, but he still has to remember his job. And his job is fidget control.
right.
So as long as he keeps doing that, then it's fine. And VP, they keep pushing. Like they have Exism, they have Liquid Fire, and they have a Centaur ulti into Seedoy. But they're going to push the tier 1 tower in the mid. There's no fortification for Empire, so they just have to accept the fact they'll lose the tower.
And they don't have a
Dire's
mech of their
middle
own,
tower
so
has
there's like
fallen.
no way they can really fight into this.
Well,
and
they
they're
found
fighting
Scandal
into
all the way
Doom.
down. Maybe they can even go for... They have Vision always on a fly? No. He's staying very, very close to them, however. But should actually note too the Centaur. He's about to become one. The Doombringer. 2.1k gold. That's a straight Blink dagger from him, so he's got Blink into Stomp.
Will he have enough? Yeah, he'll have enough mana pool if he keeps his magic stick charges up to where he can Blink, Hoof Stomp, and Doom. But yeah, right now they're just gonna go back and just try to get level 6 now on the Rasta, so that'll be enough for him. And I mean, once they get a Blink on Rasta and Earthshaker, I think their initiation is gonna be twice as good as Empire's.
I don't know why Seedoy's not using Devour. Oh, maybe because he already found out there's a bigger Centaur up here. Because yeah. That way he can still that way he can still keep his Stomp. Because he couldn't use the Devour on one of the smaller creeps. But that just lets him have a little bit faster transition.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Silent
under
with
attack.
defensive spirit. And he instantly just TP's out. Yeah, go back to base, but he's already pretty much a full life and mana.
Radiant's
I
bottom
don't know what he was
tower
trying to
is
achieve
under
there,
attack.
apart from jumping back into the Jakiro.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he did that. I thought he could maybe TP to tier 2 mid and try to defend, but he's still walking there anyways. At least the Empire is going to get a free tower out of this, but maybe they'll get one middle or bottom still. They'll just keep going for the
Radiant's
tier 2,
bottom
yeah.
tower has fallen.
I don't know. Scandal, I wonder why Scandal went for, yeah, never mind. He went Tread just so he could survive all this burst damage.
Yep.
Mana Boots isn't going to help you.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
he needed to, man. He needed to. The mana can come from somewhere else. He's got support here. He's got Skywrath Mage and a Treant Protector for his mana problems. So he gets to be the mech man. But they're doing the right thing here. Empire's about to lose. They know they're going to lose tier 1 towers, so they just get the best trade-off they possibly can. So they took the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, and Scandal is one blast away from taking this mid tower. Nether Ward just for protection. There's a lot of heroes being in, and now the Doom. It goes over on Silent. Centaur ulti being used to get Silent out away to safety. He didn't get the Flame Guard up before he got doomed, so he is going to take that damage. But at the same time, it's not going to be enough to kill him. And he's still got 2 more bottle charges and an illusion rune on the bottom river. So waits it out. Bottle charge 1, bottle charge 2 takes the illusion rune. And they're coming over to Roshan. God triggered Exorcism. He's going to use the end of the Exorcism. And they drop Mass Serpent Wards. Wow, how obvious are you making this?
I don't think they can defend
This is going to be Mystic Flare just evaporating up Jotum. He gets a picture off. The main touch gives the light points, but now always on a fly. 4 heroes to catch out the trio. He's Searing Chains on 2. The VP, they're taking this one up. Jotum, he's got 3 stick charges, running himself back inside the fountain. Always want to fly once to get in there. He's actually salving up inside the pit. They're going to finish this. Roshan's on 500 life points. The orb's coming in, and the Ice Punch trying to catch up Silent. He jumps in. It's worked perfectly. The Shackles, the Fissure. Cedo even jumped in to make sure of it. So Silent throws away his life points, and BZZ with great prediction Ice Path.
Yeah, I don't know if they should have tried to do it. Like, either if they wanted to defend that, Mag needed to come over, but he didn't have his Blink Dagger. He just got in. And then Pugna Scandal, he TP top. So I don't know. Half the team wanted to fight, half the team didn't, and that could have been a really good play. But sadly, the Ice Path was there, and it was really well played. But now he's gonna go for, what is this, Harada Valley? BZZ? So I assume so, and That's pretty good. It'll be keeping everybody in place. I mean, the only one thing that they could be using more is maybe sentries and dust for this tree that's walking all over. But they don't really need to. All they need to do is just run at these towers right now.
Jotam can pick that up later. Notice what God's also building into. He's got he's got a point booster on himself right now. So it looks like it's going to be a Bloodstone Prophet, which is not really what
Zido's in trouble right here. Oh, nice blink out. They went... Wow.
It's a Centaur and a Skywrath mage trying to kill off a Doombringer. I don't see that happening, especially when he's walking around with the plate mail.
If they could get the silence off after the stomp, then it'll work. If he doesn't get the scorched earth off, but other than that, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to take him down. Maybe they'll get a trade on the top lane, but I think they're gonna go for the tier 3 with the roster wards.
Considering they've already used Exorcism, pushing high ground, maybe just to like force a reaction from Empire might happen. They're dropping the sentry boards. They're feeling the fact that Always Wanna Fly was in close then. You're right, they're actually going high ground. The Exorcism's timing out in 5 seconds. There's enough time to do some decent damage to that tier 3 tower. And the Orb Harassment damage really isn't doing that much either. Like BZZ's just taking it like a man. He's still got his mech up too.
And mech and Aegis.
Yep. So there goes your tower. You'll set to being used. Is there going to be an Ice Path follow-up to fly? Nope. They just let the Mass Open Walls do some damage to the range racks. And they'll back themselves up. But they have opened up the middle lane.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard for them to defend. They need to do something here. Mag?
There's a Hex coming off already. The Fissure as well. The Ice Path trying to catch Silent on the way in. And now there's your Echo Slam from Jotam, but he is so dead. With the amount of ultimates that were committed then, though, and the fact that Mag never even used this. It was just Hoofstomp. No, that was fine. That's fine. Just to get off an Earthshaker.
Yeah, his ulti was on cooldown. He might have used it if it was off cooldown there. But I think Mag needs to get a pipe ASAP if they want to hold this high ground, because VP's almost got all their ultimates back up. Shadow Rasta's up. They might get this tier 2 tower. Depends on how aggressive they want to be. But
Scandal's going to make him work for it. Look at the Centaur. He's looking at BZZ as well as God, wondering if these are really good targets to go onto, and he realizes they're not. Especially when they still want to buy time here. Empire don't need to force the towers, they just need to make sure they've got a lot of vision so they're ready for the team fights. Silent still needs time to farm up before he's going to be really effective during these engagements. But it looks like VP are coming back down the middle lane again. Empire's going to be forced to fight.
Yeah, they got 3 minutes on the Aegis or so it won't be going down anytime soon. And I mean, they could wait maybe like 200 gold for the Jakiro, 200 gold for the Earthshaker, and their team fight would be better, but I don't think they need to.
Up, in they come. Straight into the range racks. They're trying to regenerate it up. Horb's not going to go, but he got hexed up by Yol before Mag can Host off. Now he will, but the Exorcism out from God evaporates Mag, but there's good Mystic Flare coming up from the Skywrath Mage. Also, double buybacks from Empire, so they can keep fighting this one out. The Jakiro as well as the Earthshaker, very, very low on life. The Aegis Demona will also trigger out here, and Mag, Hoopstop, he caught God out of position, but Mag, he's still taking so much damage from that Exorcism, giving God a triple kill. The dual breath will slow down Mag as well as Scandal. The wards are finishing off the range racks, and they may even come down here to make sure this is going to still finish the job. Yep, the Massive wards will actually get it. Fortification, BZZ, Liquid Fire onto the Treant Protector. Now they also use the Living Armor, while Silent, he got silenced outside of his own base, and another buyback comes out. It's the Skywrath Mage, while Silent, Spirit down, he better get Searing Chains over here to BZZ. If only he had the mana for it. He's still short, even after popping his wand charges. Silence up again, and backs up before he gets hit by that Crypt Swarm. Team Empire will hold their racks in the mid for now.
Yeah, that was a really good hold, but we'll see what happens on the next time. How many buybacks? That's 3 buybacks down for Empire, and they're not getting any.
Centaur, Tree, Pugna, and Skyrat all bought back.
But and G almost has his Bloodstone there. He can suicide for his teammates, do whatever he wants, and I mean, it's gonna be really hard to defend this. They needed to do what they did though. They need to make sure they go on them. You see where the sentry ward is? That's about to go down here. They need to jump on them right there. If they get in the base, it's pretty much over. So they need to do what they try to do, just smoke and go in. But
Oh, we'll see if Team Empire can get that opening. Where's VP? 5-man group up. Well, you're calling for the smoke. Unfortunately for them, here it comes. It's coming out in the courier. So we'll actually be a 5-man smoke move. And they'll go straight up through the top past the Ancients, and they'll try and loop around into the mid. And who's going to show themselves first? We got Solo and Always Want to Fly also onto the cover of Invis and Nature's Guides. So they're down the lane. While VP in through the rear. Now they're going to spot Magat and a blink in straight to Doom. He could have actually gone for the War Stomp, but instead it's going to beat the crap out of Mag the old-fashioned way. So he goes down. The middle lane's pushing into the tier 2 tower, and there's already a TP back. If Empire are fast enough, they could pick off BZZ, but at the same time, though, maybe they can't. Seedoy is the primary man to bring down. But a Yule sending that Skyrise mage up and towards the air. Silence as well as Bishop both being committed here. Solo, well, okay, maybe with the Treant, he's going to stay alive. The Living Armor's going to do his work. Yule also committed down his Mass Serpent Wards. A god, they Always Want to Fly. Trapped in. That wasn't the plan for him. The Shadow Shaman will be able to pick up his kill with those Mass Serpent Wards, so they're chasing Silent even deeper.
Candle? Almost dead too, but he's going to get out here.
He's got 9 seconds until the Future's back off cooldown. I'm going to stick with Silent on the bottom lane, and he gets Crypt Swarmed up. He's down to 70 life points, and now Scandal, okay, looks like Ice Path caught up to him. The Future's are cooled down, but Jakira's Liquid Fire will do the work. While Yule Scepter, he got the Silence off on Silence. So God timing it perfectly with the Yule Scepter drop. So 14-11 in favor of Virtus Pro for now. They hold gold and experience advantage.
Yeah, they have the roster with Ags now too, and he's only level 8. Holy cow. That's a really farmed, under-leveled roster right there. And then you got the Bloodstone coming online now. So we have, well, I mean, Empire's doing what they can. They need to go on the map and just try to keep these creep waves pushed out. That's what they're trying to do, and trying to get pickoffs. But with the movement speed of Crobulist and just their mobility right now, it's really hard for Empire to do what they want to do. They've got a lot of silences too. You can't forget Doom and Crobulist with a lot of stuns too. So it's really hard to kite around VP.
It's probably the primary reason too why we're seeing Silent build into a BKB as opposed to building into a Battle Fury, just because of those high level of control abilities. That also makes it really difficult to do with the first point you're talking about, which was push. You can't push out the side lanes with that. Where's that gem from the Tree Protector? He's too far back. If he walked with the rest of his team just then, they would have found out there's this Observer Ward that's watching them just sit here.
Yeah, this is not good.
The Doombringer's going to get a 2-man war stop if they stay where they were. But they still see Solo up on top of the hill. The Yules have to say the Pugner up. Seedoy jumps in. It's Fidja, Ice Path, as well as going in for the Macrophyre. For Scandal, he's got a little bit of help to get out there. That's the Centaur only going to work. Not to mention the Invis, but the Aghanim sent towards from Yol. They're down already, with the Exorcism also being triggered. They try and breach the high ground. Solo getting slowed down by the Rod of Owie, but the mid-ranks is toast. They cannot defend an Empire know it, so they just let it go and wait to fight another day. Accept the loss.
Yeah, I mean they tried. That's the only place they can fight is outside their base. Once they get in, it's over. But I mean, if they get BKBs and maybe the pipe on, no, Centaur's actually going for a 4-step here. I think it's still going to be really hard for them to come back into this game. Pugna with the BKB, I mean, they're still going to be lacking too much physical DPS. The problem with VP's lineup right now is you see all these tanky heroes. Even the supports are tanky. Like Rasta, he's like almost more tank. No, he's the least tanky on the team, actually, Earthshaker is, and that's 1,000 life. But he's gonna have a blink dagger, and he's gonna be in the back line, so he's not gonna be getting picked off most likely.
I'm wondering if Empire try and just sneak at Roshan right now. They lost it to VP before, but they're tanking it up and having enough physical DPS for this just doesn't really seem to be right. Maybe Mag can to a point, but Syrian
we should count how long this takes.
Well, okay, they started at 38.
Yeah, they started at 38.
So
he just watches out. I mean, they got a lot of magic damage at least. It seems to be happening. I think VP think they're smoked right now, and they don't have really eyes over here, so.
This is actually going to work for them. It's definitely not the fastest, but we're only. Well, that's okay. It's just going to be a 30-second Roshan. I actually thought it was going to be a lot worse than this, because there was no Medallion of Courage here either. It's like there was no advantage coming from that. So Empire with an Aegis the Immortal behind an Ember Spirit with a fresh BKB. They got a lot to fight with. They can use Silent to soak up a lot of the abilities here of VP at the start. There's no longer just a blink to doom on Silent when the engagement begins.
Yeah, it'd be nice to take out Scandal probably in these team fights if you could take out his Nether Ward before, but still Crobulus doesn't really even care if the Nether Ward's down too much. You got all the ghosts going around. So I think Crob is a good counter to like Pugno, what he's trying to do with the Nether Ward in the team fights, but I think it was the best pick at the end. I just don't know like how they're gonna hold this. It's gonna be really close.
If they do it, we can analyze it later because Mag's on his way up right now. He's looking to blink Hoof Stomp onto 2 heroes. He's going to only get God. Double Edge. He's going to force himself away after the Rod of Hour was used on him. Silent with a quick slide of fist as well. There's a tree hanging in the trees. Envious from Always Wanna Fly waiting for a good position to throw out that ultimate fist. Do they have any detection for him? Is there a gem on somebody?
Where did Tree's gem go? But yeah, they don't have any detection on VP.
He doesn't have
just wanted to be worked.
They're coming up to find right now. Solo caught in the ice punch. He's going to go down. The Mystic Flare nicely done over on Cedo. He got locked there and shot him. What a big jump though. And to blink himself in, there was a perfect vision set up. The Echo sent to follow up, and now with the ice pass, Sam will never get this BKB off. He just disintegrates under the lineup of VP. And now Always Wanna Fly. I'm sorry man, but you will not survive here in the tree line. They're just spamming AoE abilities. Okay, maybe he will. He can hide there. They did drop the gem before the engagement. They probably realized they were going to die. So Always Wanna Fly put the gem back on the courier inside the fountain.
Yeah, it's just too much of a gold lead right now. I haven't even looked at that the whole game.
Yeah, it's something which doesn't even really matter. Like,
Yeah,
for all the towers which are taken, even if it does look slightly even, you know VP's all about the pushing power. Like, they're going to take the Raktas with this lineup if they have gold or not. Now, they're just taking the range ones. There's more, well, they're not going to fight this, are they? Solo's coming out. The tree is trying to actually track down the Curry. Yes, she almost killed that Curry. That Curry's on 10 life points. And Always Wanna Fly isn't really the highest maneuverable hero. Now the Centaur ulti being used. It's a jump in from Centaur. He got caught in the ice punch. Future follow-up with the Silence. Mystic Flare. Actually doing a lot of damage to PZC. Caught inside the Searing Chains. Mag trying to buy him some space, but he cannot do so. Shakira will go down. The Silent jumps up even further. He's actually picking up a double kill with the Orb effect, as well as, okay, a lot of spirits coming the way. He's up north. Slide of Fist and Searing Chains potentially could have been used, but they're chasing down God instead. Nice got Blink as well as Hoof Stomp off cooldown in 5 seconds time, but he cannot keep up with the movement speed, and they just call it. Empire say no more. This game was good, but they've taken too much damage, and they know it's just going to be waiting for another push. So yeah. VP level it up, 1 apiece, man. No 1-game advantage anymore. We're into a best of 3.
That was a pretty good game. I just think VP's lineup was just way stronger from the get-go. They just got too much of the objectives they wanted, and it wasn't working out for Empire, but it was still really fun and action-packed at the beginning. And it was